Week 6 begins, and it was better than last week, so that's a step up. I felt that this episode actually had momentum, that it was heading somewhere. The Bordello storyline was a little odd. I think I understand why they did it. Um, Although, again, character-wise, I don't think it fully makes sense. Steven seemed so confident in his sexuality and his sexual orientation at the beginning of the show, and now he's been showing signs of, I don't know if I really am gay and all of this other stuff. And then they have him kiss Claudia at the end of last week's episode, and this week they have him going to a bordello to try to see if he can really become a man, to see if he can do it, and he can't. He ultimately determines, no, I was right all along. This, character-wise, doesn't make sense, but at the time of its release, I guess it makes more sense. It was a statement. That's what they were trying to do. I think that's all that storyline was. And also, he comes out to Fallon in the episode as well. So that was a moment. And Blake is in financial troubles still. Is he ever going to get money back? I don't know. This season, things just seem to get worse and worse for him. And Steven, I think, got kicked off of the oil rig he was working on. So that was an interesting spin. And hopefully that will culminate at some point. Maybe next week's episode. Who knows? And they have Crystal, and she sells one of her very prestigious necklaces to help save her old lover, her old friend, her old lover, Matthew. And at the end of the episode, she gives him the money. And we know this is going to come and bite her in the butt. You get this feeling that's how it's going to go down. I did see the end of the episode coming. That scene I just discussed of her giving Matthew the money was the end of the episode. That seemed like it was going to be the end of the episode. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. It was better. It was better than last week. I'd give it a 3 out of 5. Yeah, that sounds about right. It was okay. A little bit better than average, but not by a long shot. No, it's not great TV. It's not even great for this series. This series is just kind of meh at the moment. I probably, if I wasn't doing this giant study, wouldn't have continued with it because it's so boring. And again, I think I described this earlier. This season, I probably would have regretted it. Right now, no, I wouldn't have regretted it. It's just kind of television. I'm sure some people like it, but I also know a lot of people don't like the first season. I don't think it's as bad as those people claim, but I don't think Dynasty is great by any stretch. Any stretch of the imagination. Oh, no. No. Am I excited for next week's episode? And keep in mind, depending on which version you watch, and I'm watching on the Region 2, which does properly combine the next 2 episodes into one. Next week is a 2-episode week, because the next 2 episodes on the list aired on the same day. So keep that in mind. I am excited. I think that's going to be a bigger episode. I think we're going to have even more momentum. And who knows? We're kind of near the rolling down to the end of the season. And I am intrigued to see where they take it. I want to see uh, less politics, less of trying to teach a lesson, which this season is. This season is a lot about acceptance of homosexuals. All of Steven's storylines are surrounding that idea. I want to see less of that and more of just campiness. Because the show right now is not campy. It's trying to be so bold, and it's just, unfortunately, it's not. I'm sure it was meant to be, but right now it's not. So, anyways, stick with me, guys. We're almost to the countdown to the end of the season, and then we get a big long break, and then the show will take a dramatic turn, and won't that be exciting? So, anyway, guys, again, let me emphasize next week is a 2-episode week. Although, if you have the Region 2 DVDs, they should play as one. But it will have the slash and tell you the 2-episode titles. Anyway, so until next week, guys.